Something doesn't make sense to me. If the government shutdown is now officially over, why is Bitcoin's price sinking further than it has in months? $98,000. 97.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning.
Yes, Bitcoin hasn't touched these levels since all the way back here, June of 2025. We hit a high in October, and now we're down here, down 22% from October all-time highs. If November were to end today, this would be one of the worst Novembers on record for Bitcoin.
And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
So why is crypto crashing? What's really going on? Follow Altcoin Daily. We keep you informed on everything going on in crypto on a daily basis. So first, let's talk about reasons crypto is not crashing. Crypto is not crashing because a whale moved its coins to an exchange. Crypto is not crashing because Russia or China are selling. They're not. Crypto is not crashing because a random economist is making anti-crypto comments again. The economist in question, of course, is Nobel laureate economist Paul Krugman, along with comedian Hasan Minhaj. Both have been calling crypto a scam for years now. Paul Krugman also calling the internet a scam back in the day. Just listen to how ignorant these statements still are here.
There is essentially no legitimate use for crypto, and nobody's using it for anything legitimate. Fewer than 2% of Americans have ever made a payment in crypto. It's purely a speculative asset or a vehicle for crime.
So you're saying Al-Qaeda and Venezuelan gangs are just in their crypto wallets exchanging BTC?
Well, actually, they're mostly using Tether. They're mostly using stablecoins these days.
Well, if it's so bad, why will the comments of this video be filled with people screaming at us, calling us idiots?
Oh, because it's a cult.
Crypto is not crashing because the ETF inflows have been slowing for the past few days. Crypto is not crashing because the US is abandoning its crypto plans. They're not. They're moving ahead with this. JD Vance just came out, doubled down on America's commitment to Bitcoin and crypto. Listen.
The consistent fear that I hear is that there's still this perception that digital assets are not welcome in the mainstream economy, and let me promise you that our effort to change the policy is purely about changing that. We want our fellow Americans to know that crypto and digital assets, and particularly Bitcoin, are part of the mainstream economy and are here to stay.
So, do you want to know the real reason Bitcoin crashed? Comment your thoughts to all of this below. The real reason crypto is crashing is as follows. Again, make sure you subscribe to Altcoin Daily. We keep you informed on what's really going on in the market. The real reason crypto is crashing is due to the following. Number one, hotter than expected US inflation data, which leads us to number two, Fed rate cut odds for December are crashing. Less likely the Fed cuts rates in December. 3, AI bubble burst. This is just speculation. 4, now this is true, massive leverage liquidations. Crypto leverage is getting flushed out. 3, some cracks in traditional markets. SoftBank selling its entire Nvidia position. This was weird. 6, this is also interesting. 2 subprime hedge funds just blew up. Yes, like 2007. Combine that with peak fear, combine that with peak manipulation. Hey, we wanted Wall Street in. Wall Street and institutions are now in. What else? I do want to say this. Historically, peak fear like this, extreme fear, is a great time to buy. A lot of people have been telling me, hey, I wish I could go back in June. This dip right here, I wish I could have bought. Well, this is your chance. Now, us at Altcoin Daily, we've been stomaching crypto volatility for 8-9 years now. We're used to it. This is par for the course. Volatility truly is opportunity. Yet still, hug a crypto holder today, guys. Hug a crypto holder today. We're in this together. We're all going through this. Our bags are not as big as these two. Volatility is a feature, not a bug. I truly believe this. As Michael Saylor says, Bitcoin will surge to 180K, crash to 140K, and people will still freak out again.
There'll be a drop or a significant drop that comes along. Have we moved past that because of the regulatory changes that have taken place?
I think it'll remain volatile because it's a 24/7, 365 global asset. You can panic sell it on Saturday night. You can enthusiastically buy it on Sunday morning. That's a feature. That's not a bug.
Yeah, you've lived through some of the swings, but do you think we won't see the downturns like we've seen in the past just because of the changes we've seen?
I think it's going to surge through the roof, and then it's going to surge to 180 and crash to 140, and people will be freaking out about it again. But let me make this one analogy. Volatility is like fire, and some people run away from the fire, but Henry Ford put the fire into a carriage via an engine, created an entire industry, and he gave humanity wings.
More than that, just in, Michael Saylor says Bitcoin will surpass gold. This is something we all think will happen. Now, he says he thinks Bitcoin will surpass gold by 2035. Interesting his reason why.
We're in the digital gold rush, and 2035 is the 0.99 year. That means that 99% of all the Bitcoin will have been mined in the year 2035. If you want Bitcoin, you need to get it between now and then, because the last 1% of Bitcoin comes out over 100 years. There's no doubt in my mind Bitcoin will be a larger asset class than gold by the year 2035.
And obviously, it's not just America nowadays. Bullish, the Czech National Bank trials a 1 million digital asset reserve to prep for a tokenized future. There's a lot of competition nowadays between central banks and nation states. Luxembourg allocates 1% of their assets to Bitcoin. Says, let me be clear, Luxembourg hodls.
We do not just promise, but we deliver. Our sovereign wealth fund, investing 1% of its assets in Bitcoin, is not an announcement to seek attention. It's already done. And while the fund's investment policy allows for an allocation in any crypto asset, it has chosen to invest only in Bitcoin. Thank you. Because, as Michael Saylor once said, there is no second best. And we're in it for the long haul. And let me be clear, Luxembourg hodls. We are still early. I'm sure that others will soon follow our lead.
Nothing fundamentally for Bitcoin and crypto has changed. The value prop is still there. I made Grant Cardone make the case on our channel the other day.
You want to give me $1 billion in Bitcoin right now? I have 5 seconds to make a decision. $1 billion of Bitcoin or $1 billion of real estate. I'll take the Bitcoin right now. Why? I don't have to do a title. I don't have to do an appraisal. I don't have to do a survey. I don't have to go through the banks. I don't have to get a loan. It doesn't come with termites, tenants, evictions, the government, taxes, bullshit. Yeah, I'd take the Bitcoin in a heartbeat.
And that's the billionaire mindset. That's the billionaire mindset.
This isn't changing. Ethereum's tokenized economy just hit 200 billion. With exchange balances for ETH at yearly lows and TradFi demand surging, some say ETH is undervalued versus its fundamentals. This time is different in that this time, former BlackRock executives and current BlackRock executives, but in this case former, say Ethereum is the infrastructure for Wall Street. You don't even need to read between the lines. They're telling you what they're focusing on. Look, guys, we will get through this. This is a buying opportunity. It is very common to see some of your favorite crypto content creators give up or take a break during down times in the market like this. Altcoin Daily has been with you 8+ years. We're here with you every day. We appreciate you. To be honest, 2025 has been much more of a correction and consolidation year. 2024 was really bullish, as I recall, up until January of 2025. And this year has been kind of consolidating, forming a base, long-term bullish. Now, you can make money in crypto whether the price of Bitcoin goes up or down. I make more money in crypto trading, and check the description for our exchange partners where you can earn big bonuses. They want your business. We've negotiated big bonuses for our audience, but you must take advantage. Use the links in our description below and create an account. See you tomorrow, my friends. And the only reason not to buy the dip is this.
This one time, Bitcoin went from 6 cents all the way to 36 cents, and then it crashed down to 21 cents. And then another time, Bitcoin went from 85 cents all the way to $29, and then it crashed to $3. And then another time, Bitcoin went all the way to $213, and then it crashed all the way to $70. And then another time, Bitcoin went all the way to $1,100, and then it crashed all the way to $239. So the moral of the story is, don't buy Bitcoin, because you know it's going to crash again.